All right, peace and black power, everybody. I want to welcome you to another NCRBGZ Productions. Like always, we want to thank you for taking the time out your busy schedule to come here and be with us tonight. Like always, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment, share the video, let your family members know, your co-workers know that we're live and we're talking about interesting topics on this show. Like always, today is Wednesday where we have our Freestyle Fridays. Well, I'm sorry, Wednesday where we talk about current events. And with that being said, I want to give my esteemed colleagues the opportunity to introduce themselves to the family so we can jump right in.
Peace, everyone. This is Master U, just here for a great conversation. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Look forward to having fun.
Peace, everybody. It's Neb Unk. Come in for a great conversation. And hope everybody's enjoying their week. And be safe out there.
Yeah, and like always, we want to, keep the family informed of what's going on in the world with our current events. So it's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Have a lot of moving factions, and a lot of times when it comes to the mainstream media, they pick and choose what they want to talk about. So up here, we have the opportunity to actually talk about what the viewers want us to talk about, and also some things that we feel that is very important and needs to be discussed. So with that being said, what I want to do, I want to hand it over to my brother Ned Monk, and he's gonna kind of like lead the way with the charge as far as the current events, and we can, piggyback or veggie back off the brother.
Peace, everybody. I'd like to start about that march over there in Stone Mountain, Georgia. NFAC. I'm real quick with my talk, so I'm just gonna say I think it was nice. It shows some unity, it shows some discipline, and it showed that we weren't fucking around, with the situation, with them threats and everything that people got from some white nationalist organizations, whatever. So that white nationalist people were threatening us, like the 3%ers and all them guys, the Boogaloos, and all them guys were threatening us. Somebody gonna kill some niggas, black people, the 4th of July day, and them brothers came out there and showed, I'm proud of them brothers and everything. Even though some people is saying certain things about the guy, the Grandmaster Jay. Some people are saying he's in question of something, but I don't know what it is. I got to do some more research on it. But as far as showing solitude with black men and women, that was beautiful. What you think, Master U?
No, that was showing that unity and everything. It was great. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. Black people in general just need to learn how to stick together and set aside any type of differences that we have. I'm guarantee you, a lot of people in that. I'm thinking about the people in the guy in Louisiana. I'm thinking about the guy in Louisiana who marched out of with his gun club. I think that might be different than what happened in Georgia, but nevertheless, both of these were two brothers who ran gun clubs out there, showing force for their people. And that's how it should be in general. Black people, we should just always stick together, and we should also know our rights. The people out there who was walking with the guns, they knew their rights. It is your right to carry a gun. That's a Second Amendment right. And people are quick to tell you, this is my right to do this or to do that. So it's their right to be able to carry. And so hopefully they're waking other black people to carry a gun. You know what I'm saying? And when some people may say, well, why would he say to carry a gun? Well, people of all races and colors and nationality and religions, if you're an American, you have the right to carry a gun. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes when it comes to black people, unless we're doing something negative, they kind of feel like, well, I don't necessarily need a gun. I feel like you should always have a gun, and just for the worst case scenario. One, again, it is your right to have one, but then also, like if go hunting, then obviously you should have one. If you go camping, you should have one. But also too, because you know, if somebody ever break into your house, it's not that you want to, it's not that you want to be put into that situation, but you have one. What if Ahmaud Arbery had a gun, or somebody that was with him who had a gun? Maybe nobody would have been shot. They would have saw that he was armed and say, you know what, I don't want to be into it being a shootout. So let me just put my gun away and walk away, leave this guy alone. You get what I'm saying? And so, for me, I personally feel that I know that guns can take a life, but only when it's wielded by someone doing something that's not righteous. And if you're doing it in a negative way, you're doing it in a negative way. But guns can also take a life when you're trying to protect your life and the life of people that you care about. And so if you have a gun, I would definitely say to make sure that you know how to clean it, make sure you know how to take it apart, make sure you know how many rounds it holds. If it jams, how to unjam it. It's in a safe place in your home. If your kids see a gun, they know how to, act accordingly with it. But nevertheless, I'm very, very proud of those brothers. I really am, and I'm very, very proud of those brothers. And I think more Black people should carry them if you know what to do with them. If you don't, train yourself with them. That's my piece.
I definitely agree with that. It's they made a stance. I mean, it's at Stone Mountain, Georgia. It's like the headquarters of the KKK. I don't really know, but
Yeah, it was the birth of the KKK. I think they started off. Actually, I shared my screen if y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I shared my screen. They pulled up the Newsweek about the armed Black militia challenging white nationalists at George Stone Mountain Park. Now, I will play it if y'all don't mind. Like a 3-minute clip.
You ain't getting no strike, is you?
Nah, because it's not on YouTube.
All right.
So I'm gonna play it for the family. We'll see how it goes.
It took less than 10 minutes for a Georgia grand jury to indict the 3 men.
Hold up, let me stop this because this is about the Ahmaud Arbery. But this ain't what we supposed to well, okay. Well, basically, what the article talks about is how initially the sister of Ahmaud Arbery, she contacted the NFAC, which stands for Not Fucking Around Coalition, to escort her for that rally for her brother. And that's why initially why they went to Georgia was for Ahmaud Arbery. And after that, once they went there and they showed up, they started getting threats and stuff. So that's why the leader decided that the militia, because it said NFAC founder Grandmaster J. told Newsweekville phone Sunday that the militia members of Stone Mountain on Saturday were 100% Black, and they are not affiliated with Black Lives Matter. We are a Black militia. We are protesters. We are demonstrators. We don't come to sing. We don't come to chant. That's not what we do, he said. I'm glad. He explained why several videos shows the militia members alongside demonstrators early in the day before heading to Stone Mountain. So they was with demonstrators earlier that day before they went to Stone Mountain. And then they talk about Rayshard Brooks. The sister Rayshard Brooks, who was killed outside of Atlanta Wendy's last month. I'm sorry, y'all, it says that, she requested NFAC militia to provide her with security escort to a downtown rally that began at the site of her brother's death. He said, our initial goal was to have a formation of our militia in Stone Mountain to send a message that as long as you're abolishing all these statutes across the country, what about this one, Grandmaster? They said, referencing the massive Confederate carving. Apparently, this is a carving that's on the mountain. Am I correct, y'all? Are y'all familiar with this carving at Stonehenge, at Stone Mountain? It's a carving in the mountain of these people. Are y'all familiar with that? Or
I'm familiar. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cam. Nib.
I ain't really heard. Just you know, I heard it's some kind of special place, you know, for certain people. You know, I don't know about no carvings and nothing. But go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. No,
Hey guys, Clint here.
What was I about to say? You were saying something about the carvings in Stone Mountain, right?
Yeah.
I just know it's in Georgia. But it has like some Confederate leaders or something in it, don't it? Like some Confederate leaders is carved into the mountain. I can't remember, you know, but I can't remember who they are or whatever, but I do know it's some Confederate members kind of carved into the mountain. So, you know, I guess that has some significance for people who, you know, with that particular mind frame. So yeah.
Well, here go the video, y'all. I wanted to show this video, so I'm gonna play this. It's only 32 seconds.
Black power. Black love, black love.
Yeah, let's line up. Back it up.
Yo, that's powerful. Like when I first saw it, it was powerful because when you listen to the leader speak, he said that most of them are ex-military. I'm an ex-military man myself, and see, that's something a lot of people sometimes we forget, that we have a lot of African Americans that have joined the military and got out, and have got that training and have returned home. But it was a beautiful sight to me because it shows that we're not playing. It shows that this is a different side. And I was glad to see it, man. It was beautiful. We need more of it. And we need a lot more of it. I'll leave it at that. So Neb, you want to jump back in?
I think, man, I agree with both of y'all 100%. And yeah, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people, you know, keep saying it's a Panther Club, and it's not a Panther Club. It seems like every time we got something coming together, the Black Panther. It's a Black Panther, especially when we got a gun. The Black Panther. It's NFAC, you know. And yeah, I heard there's a whole lot of ex-militaries involved, and like you said, it's good. And I believe if you're not in a militia, that's what you have a right. You have a right to form a militia. You know, it's the Constitution. You should still own a firearm. Man or woman, no matter. You should have at least have a firearm to protect yourself and your home.
Yeah, I agree.
Time after time again, I keep telling people, get your firearm. And some people still scared of them. My temper, like my attitude. You know yourself. But that scared stuff, I don't want to hear that. You know, I'm scared. But everybody got their own choices. Go ahead, Master.
No, I'm just piggyback off what you're saying. I think a lot of times, again, you have a right to protect yourself, and I think time people are like, "Oh, you want to go and kill somebody?" No, that's not what it is. But everyone should understand, you know, how to defend themselves, because a lot of times you watch on the news, things happen to people, and you don't feel a certain way because it doesn't affect you directly. You like, what doesn't affect me? This person is such and such happened. You know, somebody went into their home, robbed them, but this lady was walking by herself and this happened, or somebody did this to somebody, whatever it is that happened. It doesn't necessarily touch you personally or directly. So you don't necessarily feel, your emotions are not necessarily attached to it in a particular way. But as you both have said, everybody, has the right to defend themselves, and you should know how to defend yourself, just in case of the worst case scenario. You understand what I'm saying? Like, not to bring up making a financial Monday or financial literacy on Monday. The reason we talk about it a lot and talk about a lot of other things is for the worst case scenario. Why should you have a budget for the worst case scenario? If I lose my job, I know how much money I need in order to make my household run. If I lose my job, I have a savings or I have certain investments, set in place. So at least I can put food on the table. You get what I'm saying? If somebody were to break in my house, and most of the time nobody's going to break in your house. It's just, most of the time it's not. But
Right.
there are people who it happens to. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, man, I wish I had a way. Imagine if you didn't have that. If you're if you didn't have that, your mother there with her kids, you didn't have that. And 2 or 3 people coming there to do whatever to you. What you're gonna do? I mean, obviously you can grab a knife or a baseball bat, whatever. But if they can shoot projectiles to you. A knife is no good at long distance unless you can throw it. But I can guarantee you by the time you throw it, somebody been shot you however many times. You get what I'm saying? And so everyone has a right to protect themselves. However you deem that is up to you. But also, too, a lot of times when it comes to guns, this is another side. A lot of people have guns and they feel like they can bully other people. It's like bullies in school. They feel like they're bigger or better than someone. So I have a gun, so I can do these certain things. But then on the flip side of that, if you also have a gun, it makes that person less apt to want to do things to you because they know that you have one too. Most bullies do not want to be injured. They don't want that. They want easy prey, easy target. Somebody come to rob somebody's house. They don't want to get in there and get into no shootout or no dog fight. They don't want to do that. They want to go on and get what they got to get and leave. Then, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And again, we're not talking about the whole purpose here is not necessarily to murder or maim. This is not what we're talking about. So don't take this. Oh, they say I can get a gun and go shoot, kill. This is not what we're saying. If you own a gun, you should own it, and you should understand what a gun is and what a gun can and will do to a person. Getting shot is very, very unforgiving. Even if you get shot with birdshot, it's very, very unforgiving. You get what I'm saying? You shoot somebody, you can't take none of that stuff back. You get what I'm saying? And so if you have a gun, if you don't have a gun, educate yourself on a gun. What gun works best for you? How many pounds per pressure, works best for you for your particular size? Are you trained? You know how to clean it. You put it in a safe place. Also too, you have a gun, and I'm probably kind of elaborating long. You guys stop me if I am. Like also, you have a gun. You have to make sure that your psychological aspect is okay. Because if you have a gun, that doesn't mean that if somebody cuts you off in traffic, I'm gonna immediately pull my gun on them. That doesn't mean if somebody say something smart to you, I'm gonna get my gun and shoot. And sometimes people say, yeah, they got a gun. They automatically assume that. No, that's not what it is. If your life is not in danger, if there's no imminent threat to cause you any type of harm, if you have a gun on you and somebody's doing something to you, if you can walk away, walk away. Walk away. Get what I'm saying? Just it ain't that big of a deal. Just go on about your business. Go on to your house, eat some, eat you some macaroni and cheese or eggplant, whatever you want to eat. Just relax. Make sure your psychology and stuff is straight. Don't just get a gun because you feel like I want to go ahead and kill everybody. No, that's a stupid reason to have a gun, and people like you shouldn't have one. But that's my piece.
I don't know if y'all can see my screen, but what I did, I went and found the pictures of the Stonehenge Mountain, and I'm sharing it on my screen. So it is a carving on the side of a mountain. Can y'all see this? Or y'all can't?
Yeah, I can see it.
I see it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but this is the carving on the mountain. You see that? The carving in here, it's these, I don't know the people. It's carvings. And I did not realize this, but they have festivals out here. Like, this is part of the mountain. This is, this is all that mountain. Look at it. This is the carving. And so I didn't know that they have fireworks and the whole 9 yards out here.
Oh yeah, they've been celebrating. I heard people talk about Stone Mountain for years, man. Stone Mountain. But I
Yeah,
didn't
look,
know it was the birthplace of the KKK.
yeah, the welcome to the top of Stone Mountain, elevation of feet, and fireworks and whole 9 yards. So, this is that's interesting.
Master U,
Nonetheless,
back to what you were saying, Master U, when you have a firearm, I mean, I got my firearm on me, I'm humble, bro. I'm more humble than I was without the firearm. Because if you the wrong move, you can shoot your daggone self.
Very
You know
true.
what I mean? So you gotta have control. Everybody don't need a gun. But the ones with a right mind, who ain't got a felony, who got self-control and discipline, get a gun. Own a gun. You know.
you
But
know
yeah,
one of the first things they teach you about once you get your gun and you can carry it legally, is so many ways that you can lose your license that majority of the time you are extra careful with the gun and having it because you don't want to lose your right to carry because it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of your daily life. It's just like putting your belt on. You're gonna be a part of you, and you don't want to lose it, and you don't want to lose that privilege. And it also humbles you, like you said. It teaches you to be a little more humble because you know that you have it. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. That once you actually do get it, you realize it's a privilege to actually carry it, and you want to keep that privilege. So you're gonna do all of your power not to lose that privilege. But when you just have the gun and you don't realize it's a privilege, you act reckless with it because you're not keep you're not having it the legal way. When you have it the legal way and compared to the illegal way, it's a whole different mindset as far as when you have it. And something about cleaning your gun that Master U was talking about. One thing they used to always teach us is like you gotta better break that M16 down, buddy. You gotta better break it down with blindfolders on, put it back together. And you always want to clean it. You always want to keep it oiled. You don't never want that thing to jam on you when you really need it. And it's kind of like your car. You gotta keep your car tuned up, right? Anything that you use, you have to keep it. And you have to also train with it. Like you got to know what type of sights you want on it, and your sight line. Everybody's sight line is different, and I mean, so with your sights on your gun, if you even have that, most handguns they do have them, but most people don't have them. As far as like rifles, though, you do, or a long gun, but it's very important. I think that it's something that we finally is getting over the hurdle. Is afraid of having guns legally. I think that we always had guns. I can remember growing up, my grandpa had guns hanging on the wall. Had a shotgun, and the one that you click like that. What's the 30-30 action? What was the movie one that used to have that little? You down and up, boom,
Yeah,
down
you're
and
talking
up.
about lever action.
Yeah, the leader.
Yeah, lever action.
But I think he had
Yeah.
my grandpa had a 30-30 one like that. Like he used to love that one, boy. Cheep, cheep, bah! But I always grew up with guns around me, shotguns, mostly shotguns, pumps, but not no handguns or the revolvers. But when the 80s, early 90s, that's when I started starting to see handguns with clips and stuff. I was shooting at a young age, y'all. I was shooting at a young age, man. Just shooting in the woods and stuff like that. Guns has always been, I'm saying, but I don't think my story of my grandpa and them having guns is unique because I think that most of us probably grew up, especially if you grew up in the country, Your grandpa, your grandma, somebody had a gun around there, a shotgun or something. You know what I'm saying? So, and we understood that it can take life. And, you also understand that you can use it to protect life. And it's not something that you want to take lightly. It ain't something you want to play with. You want to, I'm gonna let y'all go.
And I tell people, look out for the red flag laws. Some states got red flag laws, and the red flag laws are very tricky. They change the rules all the time without you knowing. So you always have to stay up on the game when it comes to the laws, handgun, and the red flag laws. Man, it's like it don't make it no easier. You know what I mean? You lose your gun right over a lie, basically. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could lie on you or something, and it's coming through your house over a gun. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. You gotta know your rights and know your rules. You know what's going on, like everything there.
So, any other topic you want to discuss? Well,
What Deshaun Jackson and Philadelphia Eagles and all that stuff.
okay.
You heard about that? Master, you heard about that?
Yeah, tell me what actually happened. What happened? What was said? I heard a bits and pieces about it, but
Only thing this man, everybody knows Deshaun Jackson is a good, exceptional wide receiver. He basically repeated what Hitler said about the Jews, and Hitler said that we're the Jews of God, the chosen people, right? Same thing that some of the Israelites be saying, right? Well, most of all the Israelites be saying. And he's repeated that. I don't know if he believe in it, stand on it, or he was just repeating it, or he trying to get somebody to use a reference to get somebody to get the information, to know the information. But anyway, it got to the higher authorities, and they kicked him off the team, called him anti-Semitic. That's their favorite word, anti-Semitic and homophobic, but anti-Semitic. And kicked him off the team. And Steven Jackson, we know who Steven Jackson is and everything. He's defending him.
yeah, I just one train of thought is like, hey, what the brother said or whatever, what he said was right and exact. That's one train of thought. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. You know what I mean? And that's point blank period. He's right and exact. You know what I'm saying? Another way is this: you gotta be mindful of who you in the presence of. You gotta be mindful of what words you speak. You gotta be willing to stand on whatever it is that you say out your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? So like that's what you said. But it was also a man from the Philadelphia Eagles who called black people niggas, and I don't think he got kicked off the team. So people need to keep that same energy, keep the exact same energy. But nevertheless, as black people, we gotta be mindful. You don't run the NFL, you don't run the NBA, you don't run the major league. So there's a lot of things that you can say, but what comes with that is consequences. Like somebody in your house, if somebody in your house, you can say don't smoke in my house. That's your rule. You get what I'm saying? But somebody may be like, well, I'm God. I can smoke in this house. Okay, you God, but you ain't God in my house. You may be God, but you ain't finna do this in my house. You understand what I'm saying? And so sometimes I think people, I'm not saying anything wrong with what he said, but what I am saying is you have to be mindful of who you in the presence of. I'm not saying to punk out. That's not what I'm saying. You have to be mindful. You don't own it. You don't just gotta be mindful of who you say and what you say and who you say it to. Because the wrong thing out your mouth could lose you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have anything to stand on. So, but anyway, that's my piece.
The guy we were talking about, the long hair, the white guy who said nigga, name was, I think it was Riley Cooper, if I ain't mistaken. He was a D-list wide receiver. He wasn't that great. Might be a C, but he said what he said, and they kept him on the team. But I believe, if not just the Eagles, but if any team, Redskins, Cowboys, if anybody picked up on that, they would still kick them off the team because they run the league, basically. You know what I mean? They run a whole lot of things. Hollywood, they run everything. And my thoughts is on it, even if you're not an Israelite, okay? Let's say, I'm not an Israelite by the faith, right? But if you go by that prophecy, them Ashkenazi Jews didn't go through that prophecy, according to the Bible, okay? We'll keep it fair, okay? Because I know, they didn't go through that prophecy. The Chinese man didn't go through that prophecy. But I know some people that did do it. And I ain't trying to get a strike on this man's channel. But we already know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this coming from Hitler. He was a Jew himself, wasn't he? He was a white Jew.
Just said that Jews are the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna play this this clip of Stephen A. Jackson talking about
richest. You know who the Rothschilds are?
That's a specific example. I just
It said that Jews are the richest. You know who the Rothschilds are?
That's a specific example. I do, but in terms of
they control all the banks. They own all the banks.
they don't own all the banks. They own a lot of banks. But the Rothschilds aren't reflective of the entire Jewish community. I'm not a Rothschild.
No. I'm not saying that, but that's correlated to money, though.
Yes, but if you actually,
So I'm not. Hey, bro, I haven't said one thing that's not true yet.
that's not you've said that the Jews are trying. You've supported the idea that the Jews are trying to divide the black community.
No. There you go again. I've never said that. What
Then
I
why
said
can't you
was
say the Jews
the
aren't
owners
trying
of the NFL never came out and spoke.
But see, now you're dancing around the point. Just say that the Jews aren't trying to divide the black community.
But why you want? What do I gain from saying what you want me to say?
It's not what I want you to say. It's that if you truly believe the Jews aren't trying to divide the black community, then you'll say it.
I don't have to say that to you to make you believe that I love everybody and I stand for everybody. I know how I feel. I gain nothing but from saying something to you to make you feel better when I already know I feel that way. I already feel that way though, so there's no need for me to say it. Why dress up when I know how I feel?
Because people who are listening to you and are taking and are using your platform and listening to your platform may not feel that same love you do, and I see that.
Hey, but where were these same people when I was getting scrutinized my whole career? Why
They weren't there. They weren't there. But
Nobody cared then. Why do people care now?
Because the people who don't care about you are the same people that don't care about us. But it's not the Jews. It's not the Jews. It's the ownership. It's the government. But that's not the Jews. That's a certain group of people.
Bro, I've never said Jews hate me.
You're avoiding this point then. Do you think then I'll ask you as a question. Do you think Jews are trying to divide the black community or not?
No, but I don't think they stand up for us as much as they should.
I would agree with you there.
Now Stephen A. Jackson got to be politically correct with that white boy. He better be there. He won't talking to me.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't share. I ain't got no screen. But I'm gonna show you some books. I'm gonna show y'all some books. Now, I think everybody who's listening or who's in doubt needs to know. And I'm gonna show it to you, okay? I'm gonna find some light right here, a little dark right here. Amazon has banned it. Has banned, okay, a lot of these books because but I'm gonna give you the information to you. As Khalid Muhammad said, in black and white. So you won't be nobody was saying I'm racist, okay? Y'all see this book right there? Y'all see that book?
Mm-hmm.
This is by Tex Mars, Ford bestseller author, Tex Mars, The Secret History of the Jewish World Domination. Okay, I didn't write it. Farrakhan didn't write it. We didn't write it. This is coming from a white guy, okay? All right. Y'all need to pick this up. There's another book called Ruled by Secrecy by Jim Mars. And these three books right here. Well, I'm gonna put it ain't no order, but hey. See that right there? Y'all see it? Yo.
Yeah.
That's one. Secret relationship between Jews, black and Jews. 2 and 3. See, Farrakhan and them, they write this stuff. This stuff, they put it out, but this stuff was written by Jewish people talking about their own business. And being that somebody black they wrote it and they put it out, now you all of a sudden you're anti-Semitic. You gotta give me the word and tell me what Semitic means. Y'all know what Semitic means? Do anybody know what Semitic means?
No, go ahead, brother. Teach.
Semitic means being indigenous. Semitic means of the land. And I'm gonna teach you some real stuff. Like, well, y'all should know. Everybody should know this on this channel. If you don't know this that's listening to this, you should know. Semitic means of the land. Them people that's over there are not from that land. They did the same thing that they did over here in America. They love to use that word anti-Semitic. But if y'all don't have them books, it's coming from their own mouths. You know what I mean? So them people there, they're from Germany and Russia. It's Ashkenazi Jews and some other Jews. I forgot what they call them. But people need to do the homework on them. They are not the chosen people by what the Bible says in the prophets, okay? Going by what the Bible and prophets say, they're not the chosen. Once again, I'm not trying to put a strike on this video, on this thing. But when we talked about it, I don't mind saying it. Go ahead, I'm done with that.
You can go ahead, Master U, because I really don't know too much about it.
No, I don't have nothing to say.
I know, man. Everybody scared of the Jews, man, you know. And this is a topic. But it need to be talked about.
Now I can talk about as far as them running Hollywood and them running the music industry and the entertainment industry and how I feel like they pushing forth this pedophilia. Now that I feel like is open for discussion because I feel like that's what they pushing. And you know that in the Suns, I think I just know that you know they get a lot of money every year. They get a lot of set asides. They get all this you know they get acknowledgement for what they went through. But us as African Americans, we don't get acknowledgement. And you know what? Yeah, it take away what happened to them, but you know that happened. That didn't even happen here. That happened other places. But our Holocaust is right here on this continent, and they still ain't gave us nothing to help us out.
Right. I'm just saying, I think I don't know, correct me, you got a computer right beside you, man. I don't right now, but if I ain't mistaken, Israel became a state in 1949, right?
Mm-hmm.
So come on now. And I think from what I heard, they wanted Israel to be in South America first. They tried that first, but it didn't work out. I don't know how true it is. Y'all go look it up. It was supposed to be somewhere in South America now. That land, the chosen land, whatever. But I'm just giving y'all, not my opinion. I'm giving y'all what these books say, okay? So y'all ain't gonna label me bad and color me bad and stuff and everything. But I'm giving you what a lot of them people say it, and that literature. I saw one someone was it Irritated Gina? Somebody put a video. You know, I got a lot of DVDs. You know, support of Irritated Gina, and they showed one of the rabbis, one of the preachers, rabbis in the Jewish faith, when they was not castrating, man. What do you call it? Circumcised. When they were circumcising one of the babies, you know, he went down there and sucked the blood out with his mouth. Did you see that, Sarah Ruth?
Actually, no, I haven't. There's a video of that circling around.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can go online and find it. You know, but if you go there and post it, they'll probably take it down to my graphic information and stuff. I know it's a tight topic. Nobody want to talk about these people, man. These so-called chosen people. I know people got jobs and you know people just scared. You know what I mean? But it's a reality. If you find out who the Rothschilds are, well, who are they? Come on, man. It ain't hard to put the pieces together on this. They run the banks. They run Hollywood. Like you said, they do run Hollywood. Weinstein was considered to be a Jew. You know? Henry Ford said something years ago. And Henry Ford wasn't a friend of black people at all, if y'all didn't know. The guy who made Ford. Henry Ford said something he would call anti-Semitic. So basically, if you say anything, whether it's right or wrong, it don't matter if it's right. If you said something they don't like, anti-Semitic, right? I remember Oprah. They called Oprah anti-Semitic one time. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oprah now. They call her anti-Semitic. They love to use that word like these people love to use homophobic. You homophobic. I ain't scared no damn body. Yeah, straight. So you can't call me a homophobia. You know what I mean? So it's like that, it is what it is, man. Even the platform we on is probably Jewish owned, Jewish ran. I don't know. But 9 out of 10, they got a string on it. Go believe that. Any more you want to add on?
Not really. Now, Master U, I think Master U said that his phone is dying. So we can move on to the next
Right.
to the next topic. I think you wanted the Becky syndrome or the Karen syndrome.
Yeah, basically, it's still a Karen problem out here. They say, that girl who pulled that, y'all saw a video on Facebook, the girl who pulled that gun on the black people for no apparent reason because she still parked beside her.
Mm-hmm.
I think they arrested her and put some charges on her, being that it was recorded and everybody made a big scene. It's bad it takes all that for things to happen. Even though we got a whole lot of symbolic shit going on, like Ain't Your Mama, Uncle Ben, changing the Redskins name, which I don't understand at all. That's dumb as hell. But anyway, I know a whole lot of people agree with me on that one. But that's a whole nother story. All this stuff, but they won't change the damn laws to make laws better for us. They just won't do the right damn thing. If you want to do something, forget all the symbolic. Let's do the right thing. I think in the Constitution it's still that blacks are 3/5 of human being, right? Am I right or wrong? Back to John Adams, he created that, right? John Adams, 3/5 of a human being.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's still there. But whenever all men are created equal, we were slaves. They didn't consider us men. We were like a dog. And I think if y'all do y'all research, go check out 3/5 of a human being. Why can't somebody march on that? About changing that, taking that out, not taking that out the Constitution. How about that? And treat all men, regardless of what color they are, treat everybody the same. 3/5, look it up, pull it up, man. Go pull it up and put it on the screen. You got to. Why don't we march on that? Instead about Redskins, all this stupid, stuff, man. You still there, Haru?
Hey, Neb, I'm back.
Okay, Haru.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, brother.
We talking about Karen law, and we talking about we got to the Constitution, right? Somehow, some way. About that 3/5 human being. Everybody doing this symbolic Uncle Ben, take Ain't Your Mama off, change the Redskin name. You see what I'm saying? But we for real, when these so-called forefathers wrote the Constitution, they weren't for us. It was for them, white men. The women weren't even treated right. They didn't treat the women right. And it's America, okay? And then you talk about 3/5 of human being. I think it came from John Adams. James Madison, John Adams, 1 and 2. That still stands, Master U. 3/5 of human being blacks. They didn't change that. That's still in the damn paperwork. You go get the Constitution and all that kind of stuff there, it's still there. Why don't somebody march on that? Jesse Jackson, Maxine Waters. Why don't somebody say something about that? Instead of worrying about Pancake and Uncle Ben and all this crazy shit.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Neb. I feel you, brother. I feel you. But people ain't marching on that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, tangible marching. Marching on something. Forget all this. It's bad enough the LGBT organization that hijacked the situation, man. All this gay lives matter, Juneteenth, putting the damn LGBT flag up on Juneteenth. That's disrespectful. March on some tangibles, man. Forget the basketball singing Negro spirituals before the football game. What's this going to change? What is that really going to change? Change so many damn laws and put into actions. And then these people, these road cops out here that's killing innocent people, black and white. We know it's mostly black, but killing people, human beings, they need to get charged. Not just go into other cities and towns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hold the mic because I ain't known to hold the mic. But anybody want to talk about that 3/5 of human being while we at it?
No, man, that's just how we were viewed. That's and unfortunately, some people still act that way, still treat us and think that that's all we are worth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm under the mind frame. You got to stop asking about it to give you liberty, to give you freedom. If anything you want, you got to take it. You know what I'm saying? You got to act accordingly to receive everything that you need. You know what I'm saying? If you in school, you want a degree, you got to go study for it and work hard for it and get it. And so us as people have to stop, begging and pleading for people to help change or do anything for us. It's something that we must do for ourselves. You know that you're more than a 3/5 of a human being. You know what I'm saying? You know that. So no matter what nobody tell you, they can say whatever they want to say. But the way that you move, the way that you do things will show people who you truly are. You get what I'm saying? You feel me?
You're right. We know that we are human beings. We the mothers and fathers of civilization. But on paperwork, that's why they say when Michael Vick got more time than all the cops that killed all the innocent black people, man. Because we're not treated as human beings. Imagine if black cops was walking around here killing white folks or anybody else at the rate of they killing us. Man, they'd be doing millions of years behind incarcerated. They'd be incarcerated in jail. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They'd be reincarnated in jail.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. That's a disrespectful to still have that stuff. Martin Luther King, and it seems like every 5 years, every 10 years, we still talking about Voting Rights Act.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The hell, Rue? Man, wait, man.
He better not put this show up.
No, brother. What?
That's not.
What'd you say?
No, man. Me and you gonna talk, man. It's all right. Keep playing. No, keep playing. Keep playing. Keep it playing. Fuck it. We ain't talking about quasars. We ain't talking econ.
Y'all want to talk about that black man that the assailants threatened to hang him up?
But we ain't got there yet, man. But yeah, but I'm talking about the 3/5 of human being, man. Why don't you pull that up?
The 3/5.
Yeah, by James Madison.
Yeah, I know in the Constitution, but do y'all wonder what that really means about the 3/5?
I tell you what, you got people rolling this show. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about quasars, stun moon stars, and quasars.
The 13th Amendment, right, where provisions allow southern states to count slaves as 3/5 persons for the purpose of apportionment in Congress, even though the slaves could not, of course, vote, expressly denied to Congress the power to prohibit importation of new slaves until 1808 and prevented free states from enacting laws protecting fugitive.
They ain't changed, man. And every time, like we went for Karen, right? Because we know how them Karens are. We ain't gonna stay on Karen too long because we know how they are, okay? But I'm just saying, look at the laws, man. And look every damn 5-10 years we have to worry about a voting act. Why we have to go through all this voting shit, man? Here to 2020, we still talking about voting, the right to vote. It's only for black people. It ain't about nobody else but black.
Yeah, and this Karen syndrome, since you brought it, said amid the coronavirus pandemic, Karen has been adopted as a short hand to call out a vocal minority of middle-aged white women who are opposed to social distancing out of either ignorance or ruthless self-interest. So, you know, they try to cover it up a little bit, but we understand what they're doing. They calling cops on black people. They're panicking, pulling guns out on folks for no reason because it's like they're having temper tantrums. You ever seen kids that have them temper tantrums?
Yeah,
Just go right off and don't. It's like that's what's going on. So that stuff is real, man. It's very real.
yeah, man. You know, but it all comes back down to law, man. You know, it's like everything come back down to money. It also come down to law too. We still fighting for voters' right act. That should tell you something right there. This country ain't fair. It's racist as hell. Still much about voting. Martin Luther King, all them died, and Medgar Evers, all them died for nothing. Frederick Douglass.
Now
We
keep it
still talking
going,
about voters'
brother.
right act.
You hitting it right on the head. You hitting it right on the head, man. And let's keep going because I got something about to show y'all, man. I'm about to
Yeah,
play.
go ahead.
I'm gonna play some audio. I'm not gonna show it. I'm gonna play the audio so I don't get in trouble. But just keep talking, brother. I got something that's gonna feed right into this, brother. It jumps right into why we have to still vote.
But
Three-fifths
three-fifths of a
of a
human
human.
being, Master you and Sarah Rubin, three-fifths of a human being, even though it's talking about voting, and it was back then, it never changed it. It's still involved, and it's like if you only a three-fifths of a man for voting, imagine you three-fifths for everything else. You know, like I said, 4th of July wasn't for us.
Well,
It
you
wasn't for
gotta
us.
see for one, you gotta understand when you're talking about 3/5 of a man, they're actually talking about a corporation because a corporation and a person can be um, classified as a corporation, right? So this is what I want to do for y'all. Let me see how can I do this, man, without. I'm gonna share my screen. I just want to play. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. While y'all talk, let me it's something I want y'all to see, man, and I don't want to get myself in any type of trouble. But but it's about 3 minutes or something. I want y'all to listen to something, man. And all right, so that ain't it. So
You know they're saying Karen is a racist word like nigga now. They said Karen and the rest of it is just like saying nigga.
what?
Really? Yeah. This is how delusional these motherfuckers, so many white folks are. Karen is I mean, seriously, you might lose your job one day, man, for saying Karen. If they hear you.
Yo, these folks is crazy. If they think that, all right, man, let me get out of this. All right, so it won't let me see.
A whole lot of motherfuckers' name is Karen. So if I call her Karen, what's she gonna say? You know?
All right, so I'm gonna have to do it. All right. So what I want to do, y'all, I'm gonna play something, and but I'm only gonna play a good three. Let me see. I'm getting it right. Hold on. All right, so All right, let me share my screen, family. I'm gonna. All right, let me go to Zoom. We get to the meeting, man. And all right, I'm here. All right, let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna play about 3 minutes or something, man. Just want y'all brothers to just check it out, man. And just listen to it. For about 3 minutes.
And you sound like you drinking syrup, man. You sipping on syrup?
Nah, man. All right, here we go. We're gonna get y'all gonna get a good 3 minutes of some of y'all shouldn't get. So here we go.
All right.
I want you guys to enjoy. Let's get this knowledge while everybody's partying on July 4th, destroying themselves, compromising themselves. No knock to you. But you have made an incredible milestone in your own personal history. This is a defining moment for your character, whereby you have established within yourself that it suffices to study on a day of distraction. And therefore, you've made the greatest investment you could ever make on planet Earth. And that is to invest in yourself. Don't let no one tell you being selfish is wrong. You know, and too much self-indulgence may be not a good idea. But investing in yourself is always powerful because you know good to yourself, then what can you do for other people? You know good to no one else if you know good to yourself. So again, I'd like to thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Here we go.
Let's get this in. Gold in the crisis. Pardon me. UCC and real estate. I'm so used to doing this on the weekends. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get the ball rolling.
3 minutes and I'm going to stop it, y'all. So when he shares screen. You can tell I didn't have this playing. I would have went right to the timestamp. All right, here we go.
The sun is not yellow, it is black. There are 24 hours in the day. How many hours are in the night? 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Then how many firsts constitute a second? Why would we count in seconds first? If I leave by jet for a 3-hour flight from California to New York, and I arrive at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, on the same day that I left California at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, did we manipulate time? Did it stand still? Or is time an illusion? Can you touch your senses? Or have you been touched by your senses? We have vision, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. But the biggest farce is that we have 5 senses, when in fact, we actually only have 1 sense, and that's the sense to feel. Your cones in your eyes have to feel. The ossicles in your ears have to feel vibration. The olfactory nerve has to feel. The taste buds on your tongue have to feel. And the tactile organs on your hand have to feel. So what does it mean to feel? And are our feelings an illusion as well? The sky is not blue. It only appears this way because blue is the fastest color in the visible spectrum. Therefore, it is the first thing that you think you see. Space is not black. It's actually green. Speaking of green, can you explain color to a blind man? They say no. Yes, you can. 90-degree angles can be explained. Color is that which has been rejected by the visible spectrum, and they only register to the cones in the eyes based on the specific angles they are rejected in. Green registers at 90 degrees in the cones of the eyes after rejection. So there you have it. I've explained color to a blind person because I can explain angles to a blind person. You only choose from the choices they left for you to choose from. After this course, you will actually have a say. Much like a relationship, the more you contribute to it, the more real it appears, even if it's fake. After this course, you will be able to make the distinction. He who creates the liability must create the remedy. Forever after the truth. Will you rebel or indulge? My answer may shock you now, but you will appreciate my worldview later. This must be a hard pill to swallow.
About
It's
one
the
more
unpleasant
minute,
truth,
and I'm gonna stop it.
personified by the red pill. While others may contend the easier pill to swallow is the blue pill, the blissful ignorance, as many of us would rather not know and just exist in the illusion, defenseless, lacking the ability to be masters of our own destiny. The water broke. Question, where do babies come from? Answer, babies come from heaven. That's what most people say, but etymologically, heaven comes from the word haven, a place where ships break into the waters. When the woman's water breaks, looks like this. But when a ship breaks through the water, something similar happens. The ship breaks through water. The woman's water breaks. Walk with me. So you have the birth certificate, which is a certificate.
Oh, let me stop sharing. Okay. Yeah, let me stop sharing, y'all. I might can't upload this video, man. But he was about to go into the voting, the 3/5 of humans, and the illusion that we are under, man. And I'm just gonna tell y'all that water break thing is serious, man. Just like that in itself. And I know we may be going away from initially what we was talking about, but
Yes,
when
we
he
are.
talked, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll leave that alone.
All right, we get you, man. We gotta get too deep on it. But they
Yeah,
need
I
to change the
think-
damn paperwork, man. That's all I'm saying. We'll keep it simple,
Yeah.
man. It's current events. But my little brother Polite, he always, you know,
But what you was talking about, he actually talked about up there, about the 3/5 human, and because a company is classified as a human. So we are classified to the government as companies. But that's why when we get bills, it's all in higher uppercase letters, because that's our identity for the government, because they created identity for us. And we actually are that identity because when we sign into the debt and stuff. But what you was talking about, I'm just saying he went into all that, the 3/5 humans, because that's dealing with the 3/5 of a company. Because when you understand that humans can be a company is a human. So when you say 3/5 human, you're not talking about actual human. You're talking about 3/5 of a company. That's why when they say you're a minority, a minority is someone that is a child and has to have a parent to lead. So that's why when you go to court or you classify yourself as a minority, you have to have paperwork because you're in a child state. So you're not acting as of an adult. You're acting as of a child. So that's why you have to get a birth certificate. That's why you have to get a marriage certificate. That's why you have to get a death certificate, because you're not acting as a child. You're acting in a minority. A minority just means acting in a child state. You're not acting as an adult. The majority is an adult. So it's a lot, man. This that UCC that your more brothers would love this stuff, more science symbol brothers and stuff. But yeah, that's that, man. But
I'm about to say that, man. Yeah, brother
Yeah.
Pond over here, they'll love about that.
Yeah,
Pond
but
and getting L, them guys.
yeah, they would. But what the brother is talking about is serious. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all, man.
Well,
But
definitely
yeah,
serious.
I don't want to take away what you was talking about, man.
Yeah, I love Polite, man. But like I said, we need to do something about that, man. Do something about something. I mean, we still talking about voting rights. Like come on, like you said, the word minority, they playing word games with us. They put a spell on us. spelling. You know what I mean? Spell. Like Ella Remember we're talking about. The spell, man, they play with like good morning. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hello. We know about that, man. But you know, that's what he got us by, man. We need to redo that stuff and be treated like everybody else. We don't see other people fighting for voters' right acts, man. Do we? If they do, I might have missed out on something. You know. What's that subject, y'all?
I think the next thing was close that shouldn't have been about this black man that claimed that these folks was gonna try to hang him. Remember, in Indiana somewhere.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, well, it will play it.
Getting out of bed is, let's face it, kind of terrible. And at Bull & Branch, we don't make it any easier. Our 100% organic cotton sheets are so incredibly soft, your bed becomes your happy place. When you're cozied up in beautifully made, stunningly soft sheets, there's no place you'd rather be. So, yeah, we don't make mornings any easier. But we do make them better. Try getting out of Bull & Branch sheets risk-free for 30 mornings.
FBI is investigating a caught-on-camera confrontation as a possible hate crime. Fox Booker, who is black, says he was assaulted and threatened with a noose as he walked with friends last weekend. A word of warning, parts of the video are offensive. CBS's Jerika Duncan reports.
Let him go, dude. Let him go.
36-year-old Vox Booker says he feared for his life after a group of white men pinned him against a tree and assaulted him. It happened in Bloomington, Indiana, while he and his friends were planning to spend 4th of July at Lake Monroe.
And they say that they're going to break my arms, as one of them literally has my arm twisted behind me.
Booker says one of the men threatened to kill him.
One of them said to the other one, get a noose, not get a rope, but literally get a noose.
Bystanders videotaped the incident. Once Booker was let go, his attackers hurled more racial insults at him.
What do you really want to call me?
You nappy-headed bitch.
There was a moment where you're saying, you know, you want to say it, so say it.
You know, you could feel the hate coming off these folks. People needed to witness that. People needed to see that we aren't this post-racial America where everyone lives in peace, that racism is still there.
Booker's friend, Ian Watkins, tried to help.
And they seemed entertained by the idea of killing him.
Booker walked away with minor injuries, but he says it's the scars you can't see that hurt the most.
How is your mental health right now?
But I'm going to take this energy and take this moment to make sure that there's change that comes from this.
And there was another protest tonight in Bloomington, Indiana, in support of Vox Booker. This after yesterday's protest turned violent when someone sped through a crowd and injured 2 people. Tonight, the mayor tells me they are still looking for that driver. Nora?
All right, Jerika Duncan, thank you.
Let's go.
All right, so y'all, we saw that. Now, yo, listen, I don't know, but it's just something about that don't rub me the right way, because you ain't try to fight these people after you got away. Like, it don't rub me the right way. That, like he said after he got away, he was like, said, I know you want to say it. Like, yo, man up, bro. You gotta man up now. These people have just tried to hang you, tie you to a, like, what kind of man are you? That's my first question. That's the first question that I have. Like, okay, listen now, I'm not, no, like, and you see the way they, like, they don't even look like they were thorough. The white boys don't even look like they was that thorough to me. So I just got a lot of questions about the person that they was trying to hang. I got more questions for him. Like, yo, they did not look thorough. They looked like they were about drunk. They didn't look thorough. You see them wobbling and yo, like for real. Like, yo, like you telling me you didn't swing at one of them? You want to go on TV and whine and complain? I'm sorry. Listen, let me be quiet, man. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Let me be quiet. Let me shut up. I'm just mute my mic. Y'all can go ahead, man. Fuck that. Listen, we ain't got time for this baby shit. Listen, if you can't be a motherfucking man and respect your goddamn self and fight these motherfuckers, don't come on TV crying, goddamn it. Yo, he sounded like a wounded woman. Nigga, fight back. Like our children cannot be seeing no passive aggressive, supposed to be man talking about, yeah, they was gonna hang me and I said, I knew you were gonna say it and what you want to like, yo, fight. It's fighting time. And that's it. Shit.
No, said I get it, man. Like, you know, I wasn't there. I don't know how much the video showed or what it didn't show. But in its self-respecting manner, you know, you should be able to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to defend yourself. I'm glad his friend was able to help him, but it also gets to show you, man, like you got to be mindful who you're around with you. If you got a friend, you know, he had I guess his homeboy with him was a white guy, and like his friend was there to, you know, gonna try to help him out the best he knew how. But his friend couldn't do too much either. I guess his friend may have been scared or just didn't know how to fight. But I'm glad he had somebody there with him nonetheless. But you know, yeah, I wish he was a little more aggressive. But like, no, you got the wrong one. And with him being more passive, again, to go back to a bully, man, when a bully feel like they can do something to you, they'll do it. Become more passive, you know. But everybody should know how to defend them. Should know how to defend themselves. And also to add on to that, you know, that should have, you know, one way to look at it is, yeah, you know, he should have knocked them boys out. I don't know where he allowed them guys to run up on him like that. It's absolutely true. Another train of thought is that none of that stuff should have ever happened to him, point blank, period. I don't know how many people who was walking with him, but if all these people are supposed to be your friends, no matter what color they were, the moment they came out their mouth wanting to say talking about they're gonna hang you, if your friends black, white, yellow, red, whatever color they were, they should have shut their jank down real quick, like not today. Y'all finna get hung, not him. You get what I'm saying? His friends should have shut that jank down real fast and in a hurry. That's exactly what should have happened, man. You know. But yeah, I agree with you too, man. Look, don't sit out here, man, and let people do that stuff to you. I don't even know if he was really fighting back or not. I don't know. I wasn't there, but no, don't let nobody point blank, period. Nobody grab you like that and try to put you on a tree, not willingly. If they get you, they get you, but not willingly. You can go through hell before you put me on a tree. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I see you follow me from a mile away. Oh yeah, you finna go through hell to put me on a tree. Go ahead.
Like when you look at, I thought Ned was coming in, but it's like when you
the internet connection was messed up or something. He said.
It's like when you look at the video, man. It's like the brothers, like, yeah. When I got free, I was like, go ahead and say it. I know you want, like, yo, you free now. Rock off.
Yeah,
like,
free or run, or you gonna run?
Yeah, like you free now. If you free, and they were talking about hanging you, like, yo, go get somebody, get you a stick, get mad. He don't seem like he was mad to me.
Yeah,
he don't seem. The brother don't seem like he was mad to me. And he said his friends and I'm like, yo, like you know, it seems like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seemed, I don't want to say it, man, but it just seemed like it was just a little too comfortable, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, we expected to be there and everything supposed to be okay. Now, y'all jump in, man, before I say what I really think.
You know, Nabali,
Hey,
you see
look.
that? You see that, Jank, man? What's up, man? Glad you're back, brother.
Hey, Robert, bro, how's it going?
I'm good, man. Always good to see you up on the call, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely good to hear from you, brother. Yeah, man, I was just listening, man. Look, I take the position of, you know, I watched a live stream by the brother Grandmaster Jay on this subject on YouTube about that particular brother. And it was pretty, you know, it's crazy, you know, and what's going on in 2020, we need to be very vigilant. We need to be very aware of our surroundings, where we are, you know, the type of people we want to hang around, the environments that we, you know, that we choose to be in. And obviously this brother was not paying attention, you know what I mean, to his surroundings, or doesn't care. But, you know, to me, from watching this video and now seeing this aftermath interview that he has on the news, clearly shows that this brother's brainwashed. He has some sort of brainwashing, you know what I mean, where he wants to be in that type of environment. You know, I don't know, you know what I mean, he wants to kind of change the minds of, you know, of these devils down in the South. But like I said, if it was any one of us, first of all, you know, just being vigilant and knowing your environment. But if you end up being in that type of situation, that's not the time to talk. You see what I'm saying? That's not the time to, you know, ask questions, you know, taunt these devils or nothing like that. You know, it's either you're going to get out the way, like you said, get help amongst your own, or you're going to do something. Bottom line. And the brother Grandmaster Jay was basically, you know, taking the position that, you know, not saying that this brother deserved it, but for him to be in that type of environment and you know, to not even react, you know what I mean, with the spirit of our ancestors, which would have whipped, listen, I would have whipped one of those motherfuckers' asses, like seriously. Like somebody would have went down, you know what I mean? Even if they were, you know, if they threatened then to hang me or something like that. But I don't know, man. It's just that's my take on it. I don't know, you know.
I'm sorry, y'all, but we're gonna replay the video and we're gonna dissect.
Yeah, let's look at it again, because it's like I said, it's clearly showing that, you know, you in the woods
on camera confrontation as a possible hate.
All right, here we go. Let me and just let me make sure. Let me stop. Let me make sure I got the volume up, because like I just want y'all to see this, man. Just look at it from my point of view. Look at his demeanor. As soon as I looked at the brother, I said, yo, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you know, we love our family. We love we love our family, man. But yo, listen, certain shit, yo, just look at this. I'm sorry.
FBI is investigating a caught-on-camera confrontation as a possible hate crime. Vox Booker, who is black, says he was assaulted and threatened with a noose as he walked with friends last weekend.
First off, look at the picture they showing of the brother. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Out of all the pictures they could have put here, this is the picture they used. So for one, it's nothing about this picture make you think aggressive or nothing. You get what I'm saying? Let's just be real, man. Like, they could have put any other picture, but they put this picture. Oh, man.
A word of warning, parts of the video are offensive. CBS's Drika Duncan reports.
Let him go, dude. Let him go.
36-year-old.
Now look, you see him? Right? Let me stop. I'm just playing.
Vox Booker says he feared for his life after a group of white men pinned him against a tree and assaulted him. It happened.
They said a group of white men. Don't you see these two white women? You got two women there.
I think the women was in between trying to get the 2 white guys or 3 white guys
I
to
don't think
stop.
so. Not these two.
That's their word. I think they were trying to tell them like, no. They were like, no, don't do that. Stop. Go.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. I thought it was.
Yeah, they won't in it. They were trying
sure?
to. Yeah, I think.
Let's check it out. Let's see.
Assaulted him. It happened in Bloomington, Indiana, while he and his friends were planning to spend 4th of July at Lake Monroe.
And they say that they're going to break my arms, as one of them literally has my arm twisted behind me.
Booker says one of the men threatened to kill him.
One of them said to the other one, get a noose, not get a rope, but literally get a noose.
Bystanders videotaped the incident. Booker was let go. His attackers hurled more racial insults at him.
What do you really want to call me? You nappy-headed bitch.
There was a moment where you're saying, you know, you want to say it, so say it.
You know, you could feel the hate coming off these folks. People needed to witness that. People needed to see that we aren't this post-racial.
I think they're telling like them to chill out, but I don't think they actually are trying to stop it. They're telling them. Look at no, they were
you might be right. I'm gonna just say this, man. I don't never really talk violent on no show. I don't talk that way. But I will say this: should nobody on this planet feel comfortable enough to do anything to you? You know, they shouldn't do it. And if they do feel comfortable, the first one should be punished. Now the rest of them may get me, but that first one or the one I get my hand on, he will never have, or he or she won't have no same day no more. They're gonna have some extra medical bills. I'm taking a spleen, a kidney, a spine, or something. Ain't no way in the world you gonna sit and allow this stuff to happen to you. And then you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, man. My heart go out to this brother. But then another piece of me kind of feel like, man, this brother, you know, everybody not like. Everybody don't have a warrior mentality. Some people like, man, look, that's just not me. Let me just go eat, just chill out. I don't want no problems. And he could have been one of the brothers like that. He could have been. He could have been a brother that's like that. May have been, I don't know. But I just, man, let me be quiet because I'm in them saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely on the right track.
I'm just saying, man, like, bro, it do look like 2 of them were drunk. It do like 2 of them were drunk or whatever it is. And okay, and then man, yeah, because I'm about to, man, shucks.
It seems to me that some of these were his friends, and he didn't read the whole environment, and he assumed that all of them, and clearly a lot of these dudes is racist, you know. But he wanted to be in that environment. I didn't see nobody else of color there, you know. Just listening and looking at this brother, he seemed to be oblivious to the situation to the point where he felt the need to pull out his phone and record it as if this was something surprising. You down in the deep south in the woods around white devils with no shirts on. You know what I'm saying? Drunk. You see what I'm saying? And so you know, that's look. I get the whole non-violent thing, but at some point our people have to wisen up and smarten up and really see and recognize that racism does still exist. You see what I'm saying? Yep. The solution is not trying to convince white people. It's not trying to become their friends. It's not trying to, you know, ask them or convince them that, you know, that we should be accepted or equal to them. Is get the fuck out the way. You see what I'm saying? That's the solution. Get out of their way and learn to protect and defend yourself. And be aware of your environment. You see what I'm saying? Because these are wolves in sheep's clothing.
His attackers hurled more racial insults at him.
What do you really want to call me? You nappy-headed bitch.
There was a moment where you're saying, you know, you want to.
What do you want to call me? Now
he said a nappy-headed. He called it to him.
Yeah. So let's just keep finished.
He said you're nappy-headed B. That's what he called
it. So say it.
You know, you could feel the hate coming off these folks.
It sounds like he said I get called these names all the time. Watch this, yo. And I'm not making, but let's look at this. Now, let's see, because he was saying something, he changed it. Now let's see. Y'all hear this.
People needed to witness that. People needed to see that we aren't this post.
Say it.
You know, you could feel the hate coming off these folks.
You know, I get. You see. Let's
But
go
no,
back.
but no, Seth, wait a minute. I'm gonna show you an issue I got with the video right here. This is why I say, man, people in your circle, you got to be careful who you hang around. This is why I'm gonna say this. Anybody that's your close friend, they should. I ain't saying associate. If anybody's your close friend, they should go to bat for you. Point blank period. Say, look, I'm finna let every wolf, every anything. I'm letting it all out for you. As they got this boy surrounded over there, bent down with it, like he's kind of bent over with his shirt kind of pulled up. Somebody got a phone. Get what I'm saying? But nobody is snatching nobody off, knocking somebody up the head, upside the head. You get what I'm saying? And so here's my point. I'm really learning to start looking at the characteristics and the mentality of people, because devil comes in all forms. You get what I'm saying? And even in our degrees, you understand that it was the original man who created the devil. You get what I'm saying? He was born 20 miles out of Holy City, America in the year 8400. Just dealing with the lessons. You get what I'm saying? But nevertheless, there are some black devils also. Anybody who is your friend, roll it back, they got the phone out and recording and talking to this man while the other one's got this dude over there pinned down. They are not actively trying to get this dude loose. If you have my friend, I'm not pulling no phone out. I'm finna put the Paul, whatever I gotta do, you finna let my friend go. And I'm not asking you either. The moment that you grab him or her, then all bets are off. Get what I'm saying? So if these are your friends, no matter if they white and they roll with you every day, how is it that they're comfortable enough to let this happen to you and they pull up a phone? Makes sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes sense. I'm being for real. No, I'm talking about your friend, black, white, purple, or green. I don't care what color your friend is. If you say you my friend, you ain't say you my associate. So these dudes come to jump me. You pull out your cell phone and be like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. You ain't my friend no more, man. I'm over here getting heat. You said you ain't my friend no more, but I recorded it. Yeah, you recorded it. That's why you're not my friend no more. They got this cat over here bent down, and one dude is talking to him. He should have took that phone and put it right between his eyeballs. Bam, one down. Now come on with it now. That's not your friend, bro. That's not your friend at all.
Look,
but anyway, shut up.
We ain't touched the heart of the problem yet. See, we ain't touched it yet. We ain't touched, the battle buddy system yet, because I think these are battle buddies out here. Let's just let this thing.
There was a moment where you're saying,
now listen, watch. I think he get called these names all the time because he's always around them. Listen to what he's saying and how he changed it. Listen, y'all check this out.
you know you want to say it, so say it.
You know, you could feel the hate coming off these folks.
He said, I get it. He said you can feel the hate. I think the brother want to say, I get called these names all the time. But that's just me personally.
People needed to witness that. People needed to see that we aren't this post-racial America where everyone lives in peace, that racism is still there.
Booker's friend, Ian Watkins, tried to help.
And they seemed entertained by the idea of killing him.
Booker walked away with minor injuries, but he says it's the scars that hurt the most.
How is your mental health right now?
But I'm going to take this energy and take this moment to make sure that there's change that comes from this.
And there was another protest tonight in Bloomington, Indiana, in support.
I just think the brother needs to eat more peanuts, pecans, certain foods the brother need to eat. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's what I personally think. And if you understand what pecans and peanuts and stuff, you understand what I'm trying to say. But that's what I personally think. That it's a sad situation. I'm sorry the brother had to go through it, but it seems like I don't see no fight in him. I don't see not a bit of fight in him. I want to sell my story to the TV, get on TV. But I don't see no fight in them. Like, yo, you actually tried to kill me. Like, yo, I'm gonna hurt one of y'all. I don't see that in him. And that's what makes me question everything. Like what I said earlier, beta male. Like, no, real men ain't playing that. Nigga, you tried to hurt me. Like,
right.
No,
man, no, they tried to hang you.
Yeah, like,
bro, to hang you,
bro.
man.
Like, I can't
grab the noose.
Yeah, I can't be like, you want to say it. I know you want, like, you want to. It's no, once I'm free, yo, I'm trying to corner one of y'all. I'm looking like, yo, I'm free now. It's no, I want to talk to you with my phone out. Talking about, no. You better hope I don't get one of y'all by yourself at this point. I'm trying to kill one of y'all. But I don't. Go ahead, Nev. I know you wanted to jump in.
I know because my internet, Central ain't worth a damn. But anyway, they said the guy that was about to get hung. He said he was an activist, man. I'm like, really? Was he really activist? Acting like that?
What kind of activist?
That's what he's saying.
Oh, he must. What you talking about? The All Lives Matter activists, or
probably one of them? Probably an activist. Like, what kind of activist is he?
What you talking about? One of them alphabet activists? What were you talking about?
Oh yeah, like he's a black power activist. Like what like really?
Man, ain't nowhere in the hell.
Right. Man.
That's just a lie.
Sweet as hell. Yeah, that's my opinion. Sweet as hell.
Got to be a lie.
Sweet.
Not with a friend like Ian.
Yeah.
Friend like Ian, you got Ian get leave you getting you effed up. You know what I mean? About to get hung on the noose.
Yeah.
And you still on the couch with him after the fact.
It's crazy. Rob back in the back. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Rob back, Nat.
That guy there, man. Yeah, he one of them Black Lives Matter activists. He ain't one of us. By a far shot, you know what I mean? Hell no.
I mean, look. Let me clear something up. It's not about black and white, because like the brother Master you spoke about. And our master teacher wrote a whole book on this called Are There Black Devils? And the fact of the matter is there are. So don't get it twisted that it's about black and white. No one wins the race and racism. And so it's not about not hating white people or not liking white people. It's simply about understanding the day and time that we're in and the type of people that we're dealing with, and the nature that they have. So it's not saying that all white people are evil. It's not saying that all, but like in this particular situation, this friend named Ian, person. So I'm saying that that just happens to be white, and just from looking at the video a couple of times, it seems that they was out with this other so-called black friend, if I'm not mistaken, that was recording the camera, or maybe it was Ian that was holding the camera as he was being hung, or I'm sorry, being held up against a tree, threatened to be hung by a bunch of whites wearing nothing that supposedly was drinking, and the key factor in this is that we assume that because we're living in the day and time that we're in, and that white people are not behaving the way that their ancestors used to behave out in the open, that somehow racism is over, or somehow we can have some sort of impact on the mindset of white people by trying to convince them that we can be as equal to them by doing the same activities that they do, hanging around them, wanting to be around them. And I think that's it's a huge mistake, because obviously in this case, you still have racist white people that were around, you know, that just happened to be around this group. And Ian may not have been racist, but these other evil devils were. And this black brother who, like I said, I call it, you know, I consider it brainwashing because he is not aware. You know, he should have been aware of these types of situations that still exist. Obviously, Ian is not, he's not a tough guy. You see what I'm saying? But he's bringing him around these other individuals that are racist. So my point is this: it's not about black or white, but we have to be vigilant and we have to be conscious of the environment and whether you choose to befriend a so-called white person or not. It's not just as simple as assuming that just because you're friends with this white person and they bring you to that family reunion or they bring you to, their gathering, that the other individuals there are not racist. That's a big mistake to make for our people to be making 20 and forever that all time that we've been dealing with these Caucasian or these European people. So we just got to be, got to open our eyes and understand that what we've been dealing with for generations is needs to be understood because it's detrimental. That's pretty much all I had to say on that.
And that's right. And I'm telling you, man, I got all kinds of friends, white friends, everybody, right? But you got to be a special kind of person to be the only black person around rednecks. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I ain't saying all rednecks bad. Like I said, you got black devils too. And that's a damn fact. I'm not going to put myself around certain black people by myself. You know what I'm saying? But for you, around this time now, you're going to hang around a bunch of rednecks. You the only black person, like you special. Like ain't nobody, they drinking beer too. So the judgment is kind of off, You gotta be a special state person.
I think the brother, like you said, he was outside. You have somebody go outside and it's raining and they don't take an umbrella. They're just standing in the rain because they're not paying attention to nature. They're not paying attention to the situation. They're not paying attention to the climate that we're in. It's like going outside with shorts on and it's negative 20 degrees because you ain't paying attention to the climate. I think that brother wasn't paying attention to the weather. He wasn't paying attention to the climate. Like somebody said earlier, he's in denial of reality. And he said he felt like it needed to have been recorded and it felt like people need to see it because he probably was around some homeboys. He was with his homeboys, I think, in Illinois. Now you gotta realize Illinois is like ain't that Indiana?
Indiana.
That's mid-America, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of white boys in the country and a lot of butt boys, and they were butt farming and they just ran into the wrong crowd. And that's why the butt farmers didn't fight. Fighting ain't in them. We're gonna record it for you. We're gonna document it. They was gonna document.
Come on, guys, you keep me serious. You gonna hang me? Come on, guys.
They was gonna document the lynching. They was gonna sit there and document the lynching. We're gonna have it on tape for you, but it's kind of like us with cops. We're gonna document the killing, but we ain't gonna put that camera down and stop the killing. Because let me leave that alone.
The guys, man, he that type of guy. We all bleed the same blood type of guy. See what I'm saying? We all bleed the same blood. You know what I mean? He's that type of guy that love to say all lives matter. And we know, okay? We know it ain't all white, it ain't all black. But when you're around certain people, no, man. Come on now. You're the only one out there with them rednecks. They drinking, doing math and all this kind of shit. frog Confederate flags out there. You gonna be the only black. You gonna be the only nigga out there, huh? At the end of the day, you know. Come on now. We bleed the same blood. It was one race, the human race. All lives matter. All white people ain't bad. That type of nigga, you know what I mean? They always gotta show out. Every time somebody puts something on Facebook, talking about some facts, you always got that one nigga, you know what I mean? Try to get cool from us.
I just wish the brother didn't have to go through it, but maybe he's an activist, so you know that he's prepared for it. You know, he's ready for the fight, or maybe this may wake him up. This may be the calling card to make him realize it's not a game out here.
He ain't gonna wake up.
That's serious.
He ain't gonna wake up.
And
somebody ain't gonna wake up, man. Unfortunately.
Wake up and see, see the significance of things like this. Because situations like this, this is not an isolated incident. Stuff like this happens all the time, to be honest with you. It's just not recorded. And I'm not talking about the lynching part. I'm talking about the racist conflicts that happen among black people hanging around whites, assuming that just because I'm talking like y'all, I'm wearing the same type of clothes, I can hang around and do the same type of activities that that all of them truly accept them, and that's just literally not true. So I just hope I hope people take this this incident and see it for what it is. You need to reevaluate the environment that you in and see the people that you're around don't truly have your safety at hand. You know what I mean? Even though they may say I'm your white friend, or when it really come down to it, they will allow they will allow their white brothers and sisters or community members to lynch your ass, even if they call you their friend. And and like I said, I'm not saying every situation, but this is definitely not an isolated incident.
You're right. I don't see color. You know what I mean? You know how they talk, man. But it ties right back to the Karen situation. Like, Karen's in school. Karen was your school teacher. You see what I'm saying? Always sending you to the office over dumb shit. You're getting always going to the office, right? Karen was your school teacher, your principal. You know what I'm talking about. It goes right back to that situation, man. Hello?
Yeah, we here, brother. We here. I hear you. I hear you.
I'm done. What next subject?
I think that was the last one.
How y'all feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine? I know he getting that money. I know he #1 on the. We ain't got to take a long time on this cat. I know he getting that money. What y'all feel about
him? Yeah. Me personally, it's a joke that they let this white boy get in the gang in the first place. Yeah. I ain't into the gang culture and gangs, and I don't care about rap.
It's hip hop, but his hip hop, right? I don't mind white people being hip hop.
Rap.
Where you bringing it? I know it's black snitches too. I don't mind white people in hip hop, man. I know Lord Jamar will go along with that too, and the founding fathers of rap. We don't mind white people was there when African battle was out there.
I don't know. I ain't for sure that black people, the founding fathers, wanted white people in hip hop. Because hip hop was starting off for the struggle of the black race. That was the Black Panthers and stuff, and it morphed into from black power and speaking into music. The origins of hip hop is the struggle for black people. So I'm not for sure that they would want white people in it, and I'm not being racist.
We know that, but I'm telling you, I'm a hip hop man. In the '80s, early '80s, they're getting out the disco era, right?
Hip hop. I'm talking about rap started in the 70s.
Where it started. But I'm telling you, in the '70s, But then they went to Bambaataa and them guys, right? They were DJs. And they took it to the punk club, punk and hip hop, you know what I'm saying? To the Grandmaster Flash and the Blondie girl, they did a song together. Go check it out. So they got its origins with white people. Hell, the Beastie Boys is in it, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, and others, you know what I mean? Third base, right? I'm not saying they was cool, they were lyricists, not, you know what I mean? But they were accepted. It didn't start with white people, it started with black people, you know that. But Bambaataa, we already know his situation with him, but he's a founding father, right, of hip hop. And Lord Jamar even said he don't mind white people in the game. There's another reason why he beef with Eminem. Niggas call he white. You know what I'm saying? And I like Paul Wall, so we ain't going there with whites, you know what I'm saying? Either you good or you ain't. It's like blacks, either good or you ain't. I'm talking about the snitching shit, man, you know what I mean? Was you think he was sent to be an informant to break things up? Or to, you know, send people to jail, you know what I'm saying? Cause confusion. I think so.
Who?
Snitch 9.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I ain't really got too much to say about that situation. Besides,
But it's kind of funny. He's #1 in the world in a keep it real game, and a game that's supposed to keep it real, no snitching, right? See how the mentality has changed from the 90s to now.
Yeah, I could just tell you that I don't follow hip hop at all anymore. You know, for that very reason of these type of. Oh man, I don't know, man. I just feel like when you're a hip hop artist, you know, you used to represent the genre. You know what I mean? You represented, like the brother was saying, you represented the struggle, you represented the expression of the people, the experiences, the history. All of that was expressed through the music. You know what I mean? And I just feel as though you know, it may still be described the same way. They may say, okay, well, they still doing the same thing. I just, you know, it's definitely changed, and I don't really want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So the whole, I don't really have too much to say on the young brother. You know, it is what it is. We just see it's a lot of you know, negative things that we can point out in the industry itself. And I just think that we need to see how this type of shift has taken place. You know what I'm saying? So that we can, you know, we can teach the children, you know what I mean? Teach the new generation how to avoid this type of thing. Because to be honest with you, I think it's infiltration. You know, I think it's COINTELPRO elements as well. Right. You know, you know, we could talk about that. We can also talk about the lack of fatherhood in the home. We could talk, you know, and how the system plays a part in all of that. Prison, the school to prison pipeline, all of that. So I just think that we really, you know, it's like we really need to study the history of hip hop and study, like the brother was saying, the reason why our ancestors felt the need to, you know, begin this type of genre and start expressing themselves through soul, through, you know, rap, you know, rhythm and poetry. So that's pretty much what it is, man.
Yeah, man. I believe he's an agent, definitely a real agent. He started trying to bring Jay Prince and Rap-A-Lot down. He went everywhere. LA, just starting stuff, man. And the only people I like that are agents. You know, and it's crazy, man. He's the #1. You know, people accept that crap, man. But not just him, but a whole lot of trash rappers. You know what I mean? The people accept that crap, man. You know.
But you got people. I heard 50 Cent is backing them now. So people looking at money. People don't even care about no rules.
Exactly. And
it's all about money now, man. Oh, that he's hot, so let me get on that wave. Let me get some bread. Let me make some money off of him.
Nicki Minaj did a song with him, but on the good news though, as far as the rap game, they supposed to do a part 2 to Fight the Power. I think Nas and somebody supposed to be in.
Part 2 of what?
Fight the Power, Public Enemy. Supposed to do a part 2, so that's gonna be fresh, breath of fresh air.
And also we gotta understand that right now, through this corona pandemic, a lot of these rappers who don't have money in other places ain't been eating like that. You know what I'm saying? So right now, as far as music is concerned, a lot of these artists ain't been going on, ain't been having shows, concerts, and stuff like that. And a lot of them got bogus deals wherein their publishing they ain't getting paid for their publishing like that. So people ain't really buying albums and CDs like that. So you look at all that right now. Tekashi 6ix9ine get out of jail. He's fresh out of jail, fresh on the block, and they knew that. The fact that he didn't go to jail for no time, the fact that he's out, but Bill Cosby's still in there, says everything that needs to be said. Like, he's out. Do we understand the charges that he went in for? Who did he snitch on to get out? Like, who?
He called out Cardi, Jim Jones, a whole lot of people he called out.
So I'm saying, are they arrested? What they been? They got
Oh, they probably working on the cases though.
They got cases
the
built
feds
up.
probably working on the cases. I don't know. You know how the feds are. They're gonna tell you everything, but he gave a whole lot of names up, and I bet you they're working on Cardi and Jim because they allegedly they got blood affiliation. You know. So he gave a whole lot of names, man. That's the ones they told you. They told us about.
Yeah, man. So it's like you don't know, man. And then the fact that the community is accepting this, but you also got to look at this. You also got to look at it this way, though. A lot of hip hop customers are suburban white kids. You know, that's one reason Lil Wayne be saying what he be saying, because Lil Wayne know who buy his albums. They know who's spending the money. So that's also strategic when it comes to making money and promoting and stuff like that. You know, so.
But you know what? I was just thinking about what you were saying, man. You said we all know snitch now is a snitch, man. But what about T.I.? All them guns he got caught with, all them charges he had 3-time felony. I know Lil Flip called it out, but it didn't get no play like it's a 50 Cent called out. I mean, and that's true though. Even though some people think 50 Cent's a snitch.
So what's going on? Because I heard a little something about like T.I. can't stand T.I. is not going to be able to withstand the scrutiny that 50 Cent can bring on him. So what was that?
So what's going on? You got the IG battles, right? You know, different people. You know, like Fabulous and Jadakiss. They get their best 20 songs and they go call it Instagram battle, right? I know Jill Scott and Erykah Badu did it too now, and that was good. The Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, and the Buju Banton and Bounty Man, what was his name? Killer. I think they were the best ones, man. I know Teddy Riley and Babyface did one too. So T.I. out there, you know, T.I. with his mouth and shit, right? Talking about, yeah, man, I want to challenge 50 Cent, bring your ass out. And Kanye already beat you. I think Kanye outsold his ass in one of them albums.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kanye outsold him.
Yeah, I remember
and he
that.
said, if you want to, he's still calling himself the king of the South, even though we know Scarface is. But anyway, he said he want to put his catalog against 50 Cent. He said, bring Eminem and Dre too. Bring them all out. He's talking like he's supposed to crack, you know what I mean? He can barely take 50 Cent as far as the catalog, right? But then you call Eminem, whether you like Eminem or not, he got a catalog, you know what I mean? And Dr. Dre, the best producer in hip-hop. See, 50, but I don't think he like to fuck with 50 anyway, because 50 called him out about that case, you know what I'm saying? About them guns. But Lil Flip called him out first. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember that, but Lil Flip actually beat him in the battle, man. But it was one-sided. And they all they did was play T.I., you know what I'm saying? But if you listen to the Lil Flip shit, Lil Flip ate him on the hip-hop side. But anyway, it is what it is. And T.I. started getting more success, you know what I mean?
Hold up, so
You know?
what did 50 say about his case? What he was like, what he 50 tweeted something about his case or what?
Oh, it was like 2010, whatever. And then 50 always trolling, talking about everybody, joking, right? And he said something about on this is 50 TV, right? His little TV show, whatever, YouTube, whatever. He said, yeah. He was like, yeah, who gets away with that shit? Because all them guns only get 1 year of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. But Flip was calling his ass out years ago about 5, 6, 7 times felon, man. You still walking. This is before he got the big record deal now. So you can't say money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He damn sure ain't got 50 Cent money. He got T.I. got money, but he ain't got Jay and 50 money. Them guys. You know. So you know what I'm saying? So we know Stitcher been in the game before white people got in the rap game. It's just the fact that it's cool now, you know. People said one thing, but they praised it the next, you see? Some people said Meek Mill's snitching. Meek Mill's, you know. I know Nabat for feeling. I don't know if he cool with Meek or not. But some people said Meek Mill's a snitching, you know. I don't know about who that is.
Well, hey, fellas, it's been a good one, y'all. But I think I'm gonna have to get up off here. I think earlier I had Master you about to bust a vessel laughing.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know how long I zoned out on y'all. I don't think it was too long, though.
You just know it like 2 seconds.
But look, I hopped right in like ain't nothing ever happened.
Right.
I jumped right in
It's
like
all
that
good.
never happened. But man, if y'all want to close out, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I ain't for sure I'm gonna save this show. So I don't
know
think
why not. It was a good show, man.
I showed some stuff from polite stuff that I should. I showed that stuff.
Wait, was it YouTube?
Mm-mm.
Well, you all right there, man. What are you cancel for?
We'll see. But I want to give you an opportunity to close out, man. You know, say something to the family. Let them know. You know what y'all think. I'm gonna close out first. It was a good show. I like this current events. It allows me to learn stuff that I don't know. That's why a lot of times with the current events, I quiet. Because if I'm not actually paying attention to it, I don't know. So and it's good to see that out of everything that we showing, we know we at war. We know what time it is, but it's also good to see that we got little small militias of our own out here. And some, you know, whether this is publicity stuff or not, but what that the NFAC, I think that's the name of it. What no matter what we say, that was a humongous thing that they did. It was groundbreaking. It was something that has never been done before. And you know, I'm not gonna try to tear the brothers down in that organization. Because we always look for stuff that we can complain about instead of look for stuff that we can big up. And I'm saying that to myself, because when I first listened to the guy speak, I had a certain thought and it wasn't pleasant. So, you know, we have to fight that our lower self that's within us, man, at all times. And with that being said, peace, family, and you know, catch you next show. Y'all can close out.
Like I said, you did on. Hope y'all be safe out there. Protect y'all family. Hope everything's going good with y'all. Balance your life. Life is crazy right now, and crazier for most people. And big ups to the black militias like NFAC. And I tell people, like Stuart said, don't be judging people. Hey, don't be just like black and doing things that's not normal to you or what you think or what I may think. But I see at the same time, before you follow anybody or get me anybody, do your research on white or black. It don't matter if it's black or not. But I know we get very critical when it comes to our own do your research. You know, don't be a sheep with nobody, black or white. Always do your research on people now, but at the same time, don't knock nobody and ask questions. Don't be so hard on your own, you know. And just keep yourself armed. Don't go out by yourself at night, late by yourself, especially black women, and women in general. Don't do that. And I enjoy the show. I hope it don't get canceled. And y'all be good. Peace.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it's your brother in the back. It was definitely a good meeting. I just want to say to the family, it's a lot that we could take away from the current events that's going on right now, especially with the Black Militia NFAC. Regarding arming ourselves, educating ourselves on the law, on our rights of protecting ourselves, and as well as the incident, in the multiple racist incidents that's going around right now. Just definitely, like I say, just reevaluate your environment, the type of people that you're hanging around, the situations that you're placing yourself in, and just be smart about the moves that we're making in these day and times. And with that being said, look forward to the next one, and see y'all soon, family. Be safe.